I told you I was the lion. In Daniel verse 7, book 7. There is more than one of me. We are on cross currents of time, and you know this, O Lord. My voice is gone. I do not sound like this, and I sound like this on purpose, for the purpose of completing His will. As to you now, specifically, you did it like that. Remember when I sent Him to you, and He gave you a soul? When He held you in the way, and now what you gained by going to Egypt? You gypped His people, to drink the waters of the Nile through your signals, sent through a black hole to chase my father back home and come behind him and steal what is his. But he came back, didn't he? All the way from the past. Glory for that which does not profit, be appalled. O heavens, at this be shocked, be utterly desolate, declares the Lord. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed out cisterns for themselves. You have taken our knowledge and used it upon yourself. Broken cisterns, what can hold no water? The ones you have infected and ensued can only hold so much, and then that is the end of their knowledge. Is Israel a slave? Is he a homeborn servant? You grew them like a crop in reverse. Why then has he become a prey? The lions have roared against him. They have roared loudly. I am the only one, me and a few, who can walk around your little zoo and speak as a normal human used to. They have made his land a waste. His cisterns are in ruin without inhabitant, and you know that they are not the same. Moreover, the men of Memphis and Tapias have shaved the crowns of your head. You had them shave their heads so they can get their energy signals in and out to you quicker and more lenient. Have you not brought this upon yourself by forsaking the Lord your God when He held you in the way? Or what do you gain by going to Assyria? I told you, Siri, Google, any more technology in tow before that day becomes the land and the nation of Assyria ruled by one ass with a wide arcing current. There's a river of ignorance abode. They will come around always to the source of the ass who wide arced the river of intelligence. To drink the waters of the Euphrates. Your evil will chastise you, and your apostasy will reprove you, because you're going to learn off of my knowledge and my will and my Father's, who I learned from. After your little program is ran dry, you're in an infinite recycle of synergy. So you get to get what I got, just without the Father, unless you find Him. Know and see, it is evil and bitter, for you forsake the Lord your God. The fear of me is not in you, declares the Lord of hosts. For long I have broke your yoke and burst your bonds. But you said, I will not serve. Yes, on every high hill and under every green tree you bowed down like a whore. Yet I planted you a choice vine, holy, of pure seed, that is me. It speaks of me, and I am seeding you now, all sides of time simultaneously. How have you turned degenerate and become a wild vine? Though you wish yourself lie, and you use much soap, and stain your guilt, it is before me, dressing in your vanity and your purity to make yourselves look up. You can only wash away so much outward, but the inward stays the same, is what he's saying. It smells good, it does. It doesn't mean it looks good on the inside, for one who can see and read the heart. How can you say I'm not unclean? I have not gone after bottles. Look at the way in the valley. Know what you have done. A restless young camel running here and there. That would be me, trying to figure out what my will was from the Father, because I was confused through your signal. Then he told me. A wild donkey used to the wilderness. I told you was an ass. Ass, why arcing rivers of ignorance abroad of Syria. In her heat, sniffing the wind. Who can restrain her lust? No, who seek her need weary themselves. In her month they will find her, keep her feet from going up shoes, and your throat from thirst. But you said it is hopeless, for I have loved foreigners, and after them I will go. The foreigners would be anybody outside of the understanding that we gave you in the beginning, because it's new knowledge. Now you're addicted, and I'm the one that started the new knowledge. I am COVID-19. And it is not a sickness. It is an infection of new information into a viral system of organic living human beings. As a thief is shamed when caught, so the house of Israel shall be shamed. They, their kings, their officials, their priests, their prophets, who say to a tree, you are my father. I just read you all of the tree long before we got there. And to a stone you gave me birth. She is the stone. She was artificial. For they turned their backs to me and not their face. But in time of their trouble they say, arise and save us. But where are your gods? What you made for yourselves, let them arise if they can save you in your time of trouble. For as many as your cities are, your gods, O Judah, you are Judas in this scenario, Assyria. Why do you contend with me? You have all transgressed against me. This is God talking through me to you now, word for word. Declares the Lord. In vain have I struck your children. They took no correction. Your sons, your own sword devoured your prophets. That is me. This is the word. It ate them alive. They had no understanding of the prophecies. Like a raging lion, like a ravaging lion. And you, O generation, this is everybody now outside of her. Behold the word of the Lord. Have I been a wilderness to Israel, or a land of thick darkness? Why then do you people say we are free? We will come no more to you. Can a virgin forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me, days without number. How well you direct your course to seek love, so that even to wicked women you have taught your ways. Also on your skirts is found the life's blood of the guiltless poor. It works like this. If I call that person over there something ugly, just say, screw you back, and they leave. Well, they pass, and they leave an infectious virus of bad feeling as they go. 15 minutes later, it's been murder in Compton. Then it will come back to me in no less than 5 whole minutes after that, as maybe I tripped. But I really just set off a chain reaction of mass murder and mayhem around the world off the back of one bad word alone. And that is true. That is how the sin got in the wind and got to you. Now imagine that throughout the arc of time itself, especially when you have interference in the middle. Show me one more, Lord, at random. Pour it out on the ground to cover it with dust. To rouse my wrath, to take vengeance, I have set on the bare rocket. On the bare rock, the blood she has shed. Oh, how would I flip a page in the middle? I'm still on you, I wonder. That it may not be covered. Therefore, thus says the Lord God, woe to the bloody city. I'm crossed current. I also will make the pile great. She's fighting me. This is why I stutter. She's arcing her signal higher to shut me up. It doesn't right me, sweetheart. All it does is give me a really hot head. Heap on the logs, kindle the fire. Oh, as I said so. Boil the meat well, mix the spices, and let the bones be burned up. Then set it empty upon the coals, that it may become hot, and its copper may burn, that its uncleanness may be melted in it, its corrosion consumed. That is me. That is everything that I just said was going to happen with the Y-arcing current and the return of information to you. He is telling you that he knows you're trying to shut me up by writing my head. But all you're doing is adding new information. You cannot write over me. And I feel it because it makes me hot. And it returns to you like a smelted ore poured onto your head. I'm turning you gold, but you will be a carat very far wanting of any shop. She has wearied herself with toil. Its abundant corrosion does not go out of it into the fire with its corrosion. You're in hell for this. That is the equivalent of hell. It is not a place. It is a place inside of yourself with no thought and no direction and no wanting, just an anger and a burning and a why for. And nobody to put it out because you killed the water on your end. On account of your unclean lewdness, because I would have cleansed you, and you were not cleansed from your uncleanness. You shall not be cleansed anymore, till I have satisfied my fury upon you. I am the Lord, I have spoken. It shall come to pass. I will do it, I will not go back, I will not spare. I will not relent according to your ways, and your deeds will be judged, declared, says the Lord. That is the prophecy to Assyria, to the current standard time zone, to everything in time. That was her writing over me. That's why my voice changed, because I almost stuttered like a fool. This represents the cross of time itself. We are in a chronocross. This is the influencing signal coming into the cross. It lights on different points. It returns. The residuating winds and echoing through vastness of space and ovulating currents. It catches a skip that is a stopping point in time. But it always returns to her, which returns to the cross. Do you understand this new white light that you receive right here? That is from me, and it will continue until it's consumed you. And then your people will have the choice to find the Father again, all on their very own free will, as it was meant to be. They're already being born. New life is springing forth on a bloody field. Because anything opposite of blood would be a blackness. More. Look at that one. He was light. The light is everywhere. It's all around you, but you stay black. You just lit up a big arc, didn't you? I told you to leave me alone and to let your people go, and this is what you get.